Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Zanchh Finding Treasure. Let's go. Hello, Louis. Oh, what's in here? Ugh. Wait a minute. What is that? A secret note? What could this possibly be? What is this? What have we just found? The 64 370Z Formula Drift? What could this possibly mean? Hey. Well, yes, as you've just seen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there is some very interesting news surrounding the 370Z Formula Drift, plus many more, the 356 RSR, the GMC Cyclone, and tons more. So without further ado, give the video a like, otherwise I will steal that Fiat Abarth. Would you like that poor person to have his Fiat stolen? The choice is yours. Anyway, drop a gear, disappear, and I'll see you in there. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another video, and let's get straight into it. And number one on today's list is the Porsche 356 RSR is going to the moon. Now, as you can see here, 5 days ago when I detailed this car, on the 20th of April 2021, we were sitting just shy of 1.5 million credits at 1.476 million. And I was rather concerned because it was quite a slow appreciating car, and we weren't sure what that was going to mean for the current market. But guess what? As of today, as you can see here, we've had an 8 million credit appreciation. As of today, sitting at 9.899 million. An unbelievable appreciation in the past 5 days. Now, what does this landscape look like in the next following days? Well, if I can bring your attention over here, this is my prediction sheet going forward. Back then, Day 3, 1.476 million. Day 4, it rose to 3.3. Day 5, 4.1. Day 6 was a key date, 5.5. Day 6 to Day 7, we saw a 2 million credit jump on Day 7 to 7.819 million. Day 8, highlighted in blue. Today, 9.899 million. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it gets interesting. As we all know, once a car jumps past 10 million credits, what happens? Everybody and their mother decides to sell, which overall either tanks the worth of the car back down to 5 million credits, or it does nothing and the price stays strong and it climbs. We're going to have to wait until tomorrow, day 9, when everybody starts to sell, because mark my words, I promise you, tomorrow, if this thing raises past 10 million credits at midnight tonight, they're going to be absolutely flooded on the auction house, and I'll probably end up making an emergency video. It depends on what happens. Day 9, if the predicted flood does no immediate effect to the appreciation of this car, this is what it will look like. Day 9 tomorrow, 11.5 million. Day 10, it will still appreciate to 12.220. Day 11, we'll be feeling the ripple effect of that flood, so there'll be a hold on the price, sitting at 12.220 million. Day 12, flatten itself out, and it won't even care, and it will rocket back up to 15 million credits. Now, in the text there, it could cap here, or could continue to climb to 20 million credits. It all depends what happens in the next following days. It's a very, very interesting one, because day 8 is a very key date, the day that we're on right now. We're just shy of 10 million credits, and we know from past experience and past cars, once a car raises past 10 million credits, people just cannot wait, and, well, everybody sells, and it either tanks the price or the price does nothing. We will have to wait and see. But this thing most definitely will be a 15 million credit car going forward. Will it raise to 20 million credits? Maybe. It might get to 19. Not sure. The thing that makes me more inclined to say it will be 20 million credits is the fact, if we take the brand new muscle cars that have been added, the C8, the Shelby 2020 and the Mustang 1000, they all came as a trio. So what I mean by that is they all came at roughly the same season, so they all appreciated in the same time zone. So they were very slow. They got to 12 million credits and they were capped at that price for about a month, and then they finally, the C8 was the first to rise to 19, then the Mustang 2020, and right now the Shelby 1000 should have been there, but Forza Horizon 4 decided to bring it back, which overall did what? Smash the depreciation into the dirt. Now, the 356 RSR is a single car. It's a brand new car, just like the Razor was. So I am more inclined to say that this will be a slow burn. It will get to 12 million credits. It could cap there for a while, raise to 15, race to 19. It all depends on day 9 tomorrow if the flood has effect, and if it does, you will see an emergency video from me about what to do and not to panic. Anyway, at number 1, my overall advice to you would be hold. Do not sell just yet, and do not buy at this price either, because you're only going to make 4 million credit profit, and it's not that good. If you're looking to invest in 356, try snipe them for underneath 5 million credits. It's near impossible to do, but some idiots do sell them for low. Just got to keep sniping. Anyway, at number 1, the 356 RSR, well, 50-50. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, moving on. Bringing us number 2 on today's list is the 64 Nissan 370Z has appreciated past its original maximum price. Now, as you can see here, on the 8th of April 2021, 2 weeks ago, this thing was sitting at 10.018 million. We were excited because it finally reached back to 10 million credits from being made available to obtain in the previous month on a festival update, when this thing dropped down to 3 to 4 million credits and then finally rose back up on the 8th of April. Now, as of today, we're sitting at 12.5 million credits, a 2 million credit appreciation in the past 2 weeks. Now, you can either sell yours today for, well, an appreciated profit of 2 million credits, or do what I do, run the risk and keep it and see if it's going to raise to 15 to 17 million credits in the future. Now, my advice to you would be actually to sell, because these things are quite volatile on the market and they do not hold their appreciation values very, very consistently throughout. They do tend to depreciate, and Forza does love to bring it back. Now, the choice is yours. You can either sell it today for a quick cool 12.5 million, or run the dice and keep it. The choice is yours. But anyway, good news surrounding the 370Z, and your investments, well, they've paid off. Moving on. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at number 3 on today's list, interesting news surrounding the Razer Tachyon Speed. Now, as you can see here, again, 5 days ago, in my investment guide, I told you all to go and invest in the Razer, because as we all know, a week prior to this, Forza Horizon 4 decided to do what? They brought it back for 600 Forzathon points that absolutely nuked the final price from 20 million credits down to its lowest buyout price back then of 6.554 million. And guess what? As of today, you were right to listen to me and invest. We've seen a 2 million credit appreciation back up to nearly 10 million credits at 8.192 million. My advice to you would be hold, do not sell. It is appreciating. It's appreciating very slowly because of the absolute massive ripple effect that happened because Forza Horizon 4 decided to bring them all back. That absolutely nuked the final buyout price. So, the Razer Tachyon is going to be a very, very slow burn of investment. It could drop down to 6.5 million credits tomorrow, then back up again to 8.1 where it is today. That is just called a seesaw effect. It's nothing to worry about. It's just the price trying to stagnate and trying to sort itself out. I wouldn't sell, I would hold and hope for the best. This thing should raise to 10 million credits in the next following weeks, not days. It's a long, lengthy investment. If you're not in for the long term, sell now. The choice is yours. Number 3, though, good news surrounding the Razer. Moving on. Now, bringing us number 4 on today's list is this one, the Rimac Concept 2. Now, I've been very, very concerned about this car over the past week. As you can see here, on the 21st of April 2021, I made an emergency auction house update video on this car because of this tweet from Forza Horizon 4. As you can see here, tomorrow the Rimac Concept 2 returns in the Forzathon shop in celebration of Earth Day. Now, this was the day before. This was the day before price, as you can see here. We were sitting at 8.223 million. And since then, since the Rimac's been made available to obtain, as of today, as you can see here, it's currently been halved and it's now selling for peanuts at 3.385 million. Half of its market value has been more than half, has been absolutely destroyed. Now, why do I bring this car up? Zanchh, this car's not selling for millions of credits, but this is a perfect investment opportunity. They're selling for 3.385. Try snipe them for 2.7 to 2.9. Buy about 5 of them. Keep them in your garage. Most definitely, ladies and gentlemen, a 1-2 watch. As you can see here, only one has been made available on the auction house. They're becoming increasingly rare to obtain. That means the more rare they get, the price goes up. excuse me, and we're all in for a win-win. My advice to you would be snipe, snipe, snipe. Don't go overboard. Buy about 5. Keep them in your garage. Most definitely a one to watch. At number 4, the Rimac is making a return. Now, bringing us number 5 on today's list, it's time for an update on the current situation of the Mercedes-Benz GT4 door coupe. Now, this thing was once 12 million credits a few weeks ago, and then this happened, as you can see here. On the 16th of April 2021, for some reason, half of its market value got depreciated and it was sitting at 6.622 million. And I told you all, as you can see here with closed captions on, do not sell because it will go back up in market value. We don't know what happened. I thought it was being made available somewhere to obtain. Nobody knows why this thing depreciated. But as of today, it's had a 2 million credit appreciation since then, sitting at 8.260 million. My advice to you would be, well, if you want a quick cool 8 million credits, then get it sold by all means. But personally, I want to see if this thing raises back to 12 million credits, and when it does, that is when I would personally sell. We have no idea why this thing dropped by half and went to 6.6. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was a glitch on the devs. No idea what happened because it wasn't made available to obtain anywhere. But for some reason, its market value just plummeted. But now it seems to be climbing back. At number 5, the GT4 door coupe is appreciating yet again. Your investments are paying off. Now, bringing us number 6 on today's list, we bring good news for the Porsche 914/6. Now, the last time I detailed this car, it was sitting just shy of 8.5 million credits. And guess what? Since then, we've seen a 3.5 million credit appreciation up to 13.754 million. This is the first time I've ever seen a car raised to 13 million. Normally 12 or 15. Very unusual habit. But personally, well, I'm going to keep mine because I want to see if it raises to 20. But if you've got a few in your garage and you didn't know about it, because it's quite an uncommon car and it's quite looked over, get it sold today for a quick cool 13.754 million. Moving on. Number 7 on today's list is this one, the 1994 Honda Prelude. Now, as of today, this thing's experiencing a hell of a flood. And right now you can sell it for the maximum price of 12.297 million to 12.3 million credits. Now, look how many there are on the auction house. This thing is most definitely going to depreciate in the next following days. So my advice to you viewers at home watching this would be to get yours sold. Now, that's up to you if you want to do that. But it's your choice. If I was you, I'd get your stock sold because there's an absolute tremendous flood and avoid the inbound depreciation. At number 7, the Honda Prelude selling for just shy of 13 mil. Okay, last and most definitely not least on today's video, we're going to summarise what cars you should get in this week's Backstage Pass and also the Forzathon shop. So, without further ado, let's have a little look. Okay, we've got the Rimac Concept 2 and the Chevy Napalm Nova. Do not get the Napalm Nova, it's not worth piss. Avoid that. Get the Rimac Concept 2, 3 million credits, get 2 if you can. Hold on to it, do not sell, keep it in your garage, keep it under wraps, and it will appreciate in the goddamn future. Now, on to this week's Backstage Pass. This week, we've either got the Dilberti design or the Chevy 67. Now, my vote goes towards the Dilberti design because that's worth around 4.1 to 5.5 million credits at its maximum buyout price. So I'd most definitely try vote for one of them. The Chevy 67 is roughly about, I think, 1.1 million, somewhere around there. So the obvious choice is the Dilberti design. Now, for those of you that have got a Backstage Pass this week and not sure what to spend it on, well, let's go through it. Alpha Open Top, appreciating already 1.1 million credits. Pista used to be 20 million, now it's capped at 2.1 million credits, and I don't know why this thing hasn't appreciated. It should be appreciating, but for some reason, the Forza devs just say no. Apollo IE, 8.192, Jibble, Avoid, 404,000 this week. Expo GT4, 8.197 million, that's a contender. MC12, worthless. John Cooper Works convertible, 1.1 million. Buick GSX, not worth anything. Colorado ZR2, that's a contender right now as of today, just shy of 8.192 million credits. Prelude SI, probably, I've just detailed this car, get that, sell it, 12 million credits, easy. M3 GTRs depreciated down to 9.8 million credits, and tomorrow 7 million back up to 9. It's seesawing on a daily basis. Avoid the Hot Wheels cars, they're piss, they're not worth it. They're around about 8 million credits, 6 million credits. They do not hold their market value very, very well. Still haven't done any research on the Mugen, not sure how much it's worth. DS3 this week is at 5.1 million credits. Most definitely a one to watch. Again, Destroyed. Depreciated the RTR. It's currently sitting at 6.5 million credits. The X-Class, too volatile. 12 million credits down to 6. Not worth it. I will tell you when to get one of these. When this thing raises back up to 12 million credits, then you buy a free one and get it sold straight away. Z4 Roadster, 1.1 million credits this week. Not worth it. RTR, again, same with every RTR. They're in the exact same price range. Not worth it. Twin Mill, 8 million. Not worth it. Pontiac GTO. I think that's around about 3 million credits, I can't lie. Hudson Hornet. Now, Hudson Hornet's most definitely a one to watch. This thing used to be 10 million credits, dropped down to 2. It's roughly around about 3 or 4 million right now as of today. Twin Turbo, always sitting around 8 to 10. A contender. Type R's 8 right now. 914/6. I'd probably get one of these as of today, right now, watching this, viewers at home. I've just detailed this car, 13 mil. Easy 13 million credit flip. Hoonigan, Gymkhana 10, not worth it. Again, Hot Wheels cars don't really hold the market value. 599XC for some reasons at 11 million credits, so most definitely a one to watch. Now, as of today, out of our contenders, which one should you grab? I would grab, if I had a Backstage Pass, to flip right now. Boom. Grab this, sell it right now for just shy of 14 million credits at 13.724 million. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, do what every cringy YouTuber tells you to do, and, yes, subscribe, like, yeah, blah, blah, you've heard it 1,000 times. Anyway, brothers and sisters, I love you all, and without you, none of this would be bloody possible. Thank you for nearly 5,000 soldiers. I love you. Thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow for, we'll see. Anyway, peace and love, baby. Keep that bank account fat. Drop a gear. Give me a salute. Disappear. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, baby. Yeah.